I mean, this idea of Apple competing in the buy now, pay later space, do you think it has the potential to be very disruptive?
I do. I mean, you're already seeing it in the decline in the Affirm stock price. I think that there has long been a question about whether these buy now, pay later services deserve to be companies, or rather they're just better off as features of a larger platform. And given how ubiquitous Apple Pay is already, I expect that this could eat up the lion's share of that market.
I'm interested as well in some of the other things that we've learned. For instance, that they're going to be able to translate text that are in photographs. I'm wondering how that affects the potential for hackers to get in past, they say, can you read this? Can you do it? You know what I'm saying, the images. And then this other thing about the paying, the Apple Tap to Pay launching, where you can pay somebody just by bumping your phones. I know that was announced earlier, but for developers, does that have the potential to create new opportunities?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that has long been a goal of these sort of payment apps, is for people to do those direct peer-to-peer payments, right? So, you think about some of the companies that have seen success in that area, like Square or Venmo. Hey, if two, iPhone users can just start trading money back and forth that easily, maybe that eats into their business as well. So I'm sure everybody in that payment space is watching what Apple is announcing today very closely.
And so much attention paid to augmented reality and whether Apple is going to give Meta, Facebook's parents, a run for its money on glasses or virtual reality, or, living in this sort of virtual space right here. Have we heard anything yet, Casey, that you think, oh, yes, this is the way that you can create the content where then people are demanding the augmented and virtual reality?
Actually, yeah, and you mentioned it, that live text feature, which is going to sort of increasingly help you understand the world around you, right? You're going to be able to scan it and figure out, what kind of dog or cat am I looking at, or what does this text say? This is all stuff that is going to find a very happy home in these mixed reality glasses, right? You put them on your face and it becomes a new kind of heads-up display that helps you understand the world. So a lot of the kind of stepping stones on the way to Apple's AR feature are hiding in plain sight in this keynote.
Which of these announcements today, if any, could move the stock, which is down nearly 18% for the year? It's up a little bit today. Is there anything in here that is that market moving that the stock would move higher?
Well, when I think about what moves stocks, I look to the financial side of things. And so everything Apple is doing with Apple Pay, I think, is the spot to look. It clearly has widespread adoption. It's unclear to me, how much revenue it is driving for Apple. But man, when they introduce that buy now, pay later stuff, those direct peer-to-peer payments, Apple is increasingly becoming a bank to hundreds of millions, maybe more than 1 billion people. So, if they're able to preserve that grip they have on that market, I'm sure in the years to come, that's going to do wonders for the stock.
Well, and one reason that they've really had this crunch this year is because of the shutdowns in China, where they couldn't have their factories and their suppliers open. The announcements that things might be looking brighter at this point. Do you think that's going to push forward, for instance, the announcements about the new laptops?
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. What I do know is that Apple is already diversifying the supply chain. You've seen announcements in recent weeks that they're moving certain production to Vietnam, for example. So I think that increasingly for them, the goal is going to be to try to diversify the number of countries where they are producing these devices, so that when these supply chain crunches come up, they're able to solve them a little bit more quickly.